The union never disappears. The union can't disappear. The union is who you are. What ends up happening is we become unconscious. We lose our connection with the truth. And so, in order to stay in that union, we simply have to stay conscious. When we get blown around by, oh my God, this stress, oh my God, that, oh God, I have this, oh God, I have that, and therefore, oh God, I have money to have that. When you get blown around by that drama, you lose your consciousness. And all that matters is staying conscious. So keep coming back to it with every breath. Every breath, come back to it. Reconnect. Reconnect. And reconnect. Because that is you. Yes. It isn't anywhere. And as your mind goes, as your mind says, but, that's the intellectual mind hijacking your heart. There's always a but. We're all good at that. Yes, I know that I am one with God, but. I know that grace is there, but. We all have a but. The but is the story. The but is the drama. When I first met Puja Swamiji, I asked him about fear. And he told me, you fear because you don't trust. And I gave him my story. And it's a good story. True story. True in the sense of the plot of the life of this body. And it was a story that for my whole life had gotten me lots of understanding and love and sympathy, and for everybody to get the but, yes, but. And Puja Swamiji looked at me and he said, are you going to carry that to the grave with you? Means not just the pain, the fear. It's the story. It's the whole thing. And the question is, how long are we going to stay attached to our buts? How long are we going to stay attached to the story of why that which is true doesn't apply to us? Why that which every scripture, every sage, every saint, every yogi, every rishi has taught doesn't apply to us? Why our story, our mind, our drama is somehow exempt from the universal truth? And I'm sure your but is great. And I'm sure that if we went around, everybody would have an equally great but. The question is, how long are you going to hold on to that? Because all the but gives you is a good excuse. That's all it is. Here's why I'm not stepping up to the plate of my life. Here's why I'm not living in love, in joy, in truth, in union. Here's why I'm not able to serve as a vessel, a vehicle for the divine will to flow. Here's why. And we spend our lives telling ourselves the story and reinforcing each other's story. And we say to each other, oh, come here. feels very good because it feels like, oh yeah, you understand what. But the highest compassion is actually not reinforcing someone's drama. The highest compassion is extending a hand and saying, if you want to walk through that doorway, I am here for you. And if you don't, I'm going to love you just as much anyway. So I'm not going to force you to walk through it. But I'm not going to stand there in your story with you. And so your choice is, do I know that this is truth and spend my life figuring out how to live it every minute and clearing all of that away that isn't truth in my mind, in my life? Or do I excuse myself for an unlimited number of days or years from doing that because I've got a good story? And that's up to you. It's up to each of us. And what I would encourage you as someone with a good story to someone else with a good story is, it's much more beautiful on the other side of the doorway. And regardless of what your but is, regardless of what the story is, it doesn't matter. Because there are games of the mind, and the mind's agenda is only to stay in charge. So the mind is going to tell you whatever it thinks you need to hear, not to live in your heart. It's going to give you all kinds of reasons, all kinds of stories. And your job is to just keep dropping back into the heart. You're not fighting the mind. You're not yelling at it. We're not angry at it. We don't hate it. We're not annihilating it. We look at it, we smile, and we drop straight back into the heart. Straight back into the truth, straight back into awareness and consciousness. And that's your choice. And then the but becomes an and. It's simple but not easy. And it's what we're here to do.